At this point, I'd like to call to the podium one would say, with the new ball. Cricket is in the air. I don't know what the score is today, because I don't like to listen to score stuff. But I'm glad that Chris Gayle is back in the West Indies team. At least there'll be some other form of excitement. Don't tell anyone I said that, all right? To begin things, we will hear from Montserrat, and we'll have to begin the program on their presentation, Miss Rosetta West, and she'll be followed by Miss Beverly Mendez. Welcome, Wendy's. Huh?
Good evening, everyone. I am Rosetta West from Montserrat. My colleague, Mrs. Beverly Mendez, will also present. Montserrat is simply spectacular. Montserrat is simply spectacular. We are a British territory with a locally elected government now led by the Honorable Premier, Ruben T. Meade. We have both European and African influences and also an Irish ancestry. We're 20 minutes flight from Antigua, or a 2-hour ferry ride from Antigua. We have 30 pristine dive sites, 8 world-class hiking trails, an array of beautiful villas overlooking beautiful black sand beaches. We have our stellar attraction, which is the active Soufriere Hills volcano. And of course, this commands attention. Views are possible from safe vantage points. The Soufriere Hills volcano is now one of our major attractions, as I mentioned before. We have the Montserrat Volcano Observatory, or the MVO, where it is pioneering new technology in volcanology studies. Montserrat is one of the top destinations for researchers, volcanologists, and university study tours. We have a public viewing area at the MVO and at Jack Boy Hill, also at Garibaldi Hill. And those areas will allow you to see the volcano up close and personal and still be safe. Montserrat is a popular stop for yachters because of its proximity to Antigua and other destinations. We have a yachting association that has just been revived to support this industry. Montserrat offers boat tours to view the abandoned capital. This is one of the first requests by visitors. Of course, the abandoned capital is Plymouth, which some say reminds them of modern-day Pompeii. Many visitors and Montserratians alike return to Montserrat just to enjoy our local cuisine. Our national dish is goat water, and this is the top list of requests. Of course, it's available at weddings usually and other special occasions. We offer breathtaking views in all directions. One visitor sums it up nicely. He says, you get off the plane and you just exhale. Visitors are always amazed about the quality of drinking water and clean, fresh air on Montserrat. It's perfectly safe to drink from the tap. One of our new strides is a museum which was recently opened, actually opened in March 2012 by His Royal Highness Prince Edward. The museum features some of the oldest artifacts and tells of Montserrat's rich history. Some of the activities that we have during the year include the St. Patrick's Week of activities, the Calabash Festival, which is in July. St. Patrick's, of course, is in March, and we have a public holiday on March 17th. We have a Codgerhead Day in August, deep sea fishing tournament in October, the Aliogano Festival of the Word in November, December, and the Volcano Half Marathon in November. Those are some of the activities that are held during the year. We are going through a process now. We're actually building a new town. A major push is happening to develop the new town at Little Bay and the port at Carsby. There was a decision made to shift the port to Carsby, which is considered to be much more suitable for the port, leaving the Little Bay available for a resort, villas, and other residential and commercial buildings. The port design contract was recently awarded, and this should be completed by the end of 2012, enabling construction to commence around the second quarter of 2013. Allowing for 2 to 2.5 years for construction, the new port should be completed by late 2013. For the town, the master planning team intends to commence work on foundations by the end of this year. The first phase could be completed in 2014, with subsequent phases depending on demand. You have, for the master plan and overall, the first phase, first revenue generating components will include a new port at Carsby, new capital town, hotel resort on Little Bay Beach, residences on Potato Hill, a new marina to be constructed at the site of the existing port in Little Bay. So just showing you some more images. The vision is to have the new town be both residential and commercial and built out over time. There will be 750 new jobs expected to be created. A full investment prospectus will be available from the public next month in July 2012. The main infrastructure and developments should be completed by 2016 to 2017. We are inviting persons to indicate interest in investing in this proposal. We have the Little Bay Capital Development Fund towards the development of Little Bay. And the contact person is Mr. John Cox and his infrastructure advisor. On the screen we have his email address. And after this presentation, we have handouts on this project available to persons who will wish to have them. Thank you. I will now hand you over to my colleague, Mrs. Beverly Menz.
A very pleasant evening to everyone. I'm Beverly Menz, chairperson of the Montserrat Tourist Board, and I'd like to say welcome to all the dignitaries, and I accept the protocol that has been established. Of course, if there are Montserratians among us, I bid you a pleasant and special welcome. I will present the second half to begin with Montserrat Festival 50, because this year we will explode with excitement because Montserrat is preparing for its 50th anniversary for festival. It is our 50th year, and this is a scene back from 1962 when our festival began first, in December 1962. And I think even then the costumes are really brilliant. And this is a scene from way back when. And so we'll be celebrating the 50th anniversary, and we're inviting all to come to Montserrat for that. We're planning really hard to make it very exciting, both for Montserratians and for visitors alike. Those are 2 photographs of the masqueraders as they were many years ago, and a more recent shot of them as they stand today. So we have managed to keep the culture and the masqueraders alive. Some community events happen throughout December, which is the month we enjoy festival, and this year it will run from the 14th of December up to about the first week in January. And some of the community events that you can come to enjoy include school and church and Christmas concerts, song competitions. We have the Festival of the Word that was mentioned before, and we're moving it to December this year to make sure that it's part of what we're doing. And within that, we have a special publication that will be out by Sir Howard Fergus, and it will be called 50 Years of Festival. And in that publication, you'll be able to have a complete history of the festival over the years of Montserrat. Emerald Community Singers will be on stage several times, and we'll have the Sir Howard Scholarship Dinner, lectures, and school reunions. Of course, for Festival 2012, just to give you some of the highlights, we will be having the well-talked about Calypso finals and semi-finals in the month of December. We're targeting the 14th and the 30th, so you can come and make those your special occasion. Pageants, of course, we'll have a number of them, teen pageants, queen shows. This year we are planning to have a Queen of Queens show. We're intending to bring back a few of the queens who would have won over the years, so that would be interesting. The regional female calypso competition is becoming a popular item, and this year will be bigger and better. Last year we had competitors from the other islands, and that made it really rich for our festival, and we will have that again this year. The St. John's Day, this is where the St. John's area will really come alive with everything you can think of, food, music, and all the bands, the string bands, the masquerades, all the food and all of that. Soca Frenzy and Soca Monarch, Soca International, these are just for the soca party people who wish to get in and dig deep. They will be bringing individuals from overseas, well-known artists, and of course our own, very own local artists for those dates, December 22nd to the 27th. Night of Pan is something to look forward to, where we display our talents locally and we invite pan players from around the Caribbean to join with us to have a whole night of pan playing, and that is usually very enjoyable for the entire family. Of course, we have daytime activities planned, exhibitions, hiking adventures, food and craft fairs, and so forth. Not to be missed is the Legends of Calypso and the King of Kings show. The King of Kings, of course, will be all the kings, some of the kings who would have won over the years will now compete to see who will be the King of Kings. So we're talking about 50 years, going way, way back to those who would have competed that long ago. So that will be something to look forward to. And we have some packages that we brought with us, and you can find within there some more information if you are interested. This is a shot of Market Day many, many years ago, and during the Christmas season, we plan to recreate Market Day scene for those who really want to dig into the market scene and see how it used to be. We have a festival committee, just to let you know that that is in place, and the Honorable Jermaine Wade is the parliamentary representative for that, and of course he works with a few teams in marketing, logistics, production, sponsorships, and fundraising. We have the contacts for these persons if you wish to have those afterwards. The diaspora is very important, which is one of the reasons why we're here. And we just want to say it's all about not government doing everything and private sector really taking over and getting involved. And for the diaspora, you can assist by having with us public-private partnerships and becoming involved in technical assistance with projects and programs. And of course, the government, there's a special initiative, a private sector financing capital package, which the government will offer through our banks to have incentives for the return in diaspora. We are running a diaspora survey at the moment. We have some surveys with us, and it will be online within the next 2 weeks. So please, if you're here and you're part of the Montserrat diaspora, please complete one of these. And if you know someone, you can take it along with you. And we have some contacts of the persons who are doing the survey for feedback. Property ownership, opportunities for the diaspora and others, of course. We have a Davy Hill housing project ongoing, and that provides some service lots with a range of $64,000 to $148,000 US per completed property. This is turnkey properties. We have on the lookout side properties that will be available land as grants on the condition that you will build your own home, and that if you sell, that you will repay government the money. But it's really to jumpstart persons who are willing to invest on Montserrat or to return home. And we have private persons who are into development, and you can have their contacts afterwards. So finally, you can get involved, come home and support Festival 50 events, join a mass band, purchase local crafts and other items, sponsor a Festival 50 event. We're looking for sponsors still. Purchase merchandise, of course, be part of the diaspora consultation, open a business on Montserrat. Montserrat is teeming and ready to go. invest in the Bank of Montserrat. The shares of Bank of Montserrat will become available soon, so you'll be able to buy your shares in the Bank of Montserrat. Invest in geothermal exploration, and that is, the exploration is set to begin, and so that will become available for you to invest some of your monies, for those of you who have monies to invest. And of course, you can start a non-profit organization. And we have the contacts available. You can see us afterwards, and we'll be happy to take questions as well. Thank you very much.